Welcome to the No Mongol Podcast, a weekly show about all things skateboarding. My name is Rick Beta. My guest today is actually making NMP history, being that he is the first ever returning guest to this show. So that's right. I got Skatosis' very own Drew Domkus joining me again. Drew, welcome back, dude.
Wow, thanks a lot, Rick. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here again.
Well, and it's crazy. I was looking back. I mean, for some reason, I thought we last spoke in 2021. That's a big nope. It was way back June 30th of 2020.
Are you serious? It's been that long?
That's what I said. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. And I think at the end of that show, I said, we'll have you on our show right away.
No, we're like, yeah, sure, okay.
Oh my gosh, that seems ridiculous.
It does, man. Those for who don't know, who haven't listened to episode is episode 70. So maybe go back and listen to that episode and come back to this new one. But yeah, episode 70, and this one's going to be what 100 and I think it's 87 is what it's going to be.
Wow, nice. Look at you getting up there. Skatosis. I think I just did. I think we just put out 212.
I know, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's crazy, man. It flies by. I was like, what? Are you serious? I mean, you guys have been doing what for 6 years for Skatosis? 7?
Yeah, I think we just passed 6 years. We're like right at the same time, like almost the same week as the 9 Club.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah, without realizing it, that we started right around the same exact time.
Damn. Yeah. And I picked up because I think I found your show and 9 Club show right around the same time because a skater buddy of mine's like, dude, have you checked out 9 Club yet? So I started listening to that. And then it kind of recommended this other show. I think it was your show. I started listening to you guys.
Oh,
and it's just,
cool.
That's crazy. That was that long ago. Damn.
Yeah. Let me see. If I go back, it should give me the year. I think it was 2000. It was July 24, 2016. When we started. So yeah, 6 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, totally crazy.
But yeah, I was like, wait, June 30th, 2020, the last time no, that doesn't sound right. But then again, I mean, with COVID and all that crap, it's a blur, the last 3 years are just kind of like, what happened?
It's strange. You'd think that with COVID, we would have done this again sooner.
I know, that's true.
Yeah.
That's so true, man. I think in my brain it's like, oh, well, one more week. Oh, maybe one more week. Oh, one more week. And then it ends up being one more month. Oh, one more month, But I remember when everything shut down, not to like rehash the past. It was doom and gloom then. But I remember my boss at the time said, oh, you're just going to go home for 3 weeks and then you'll come back. Like, yeah, right.
It's such a blur, though. Like so many memories, like you kind of like overlook 2020, like, and you're just like, I don't know. I'll think of things that are like, oh, that was just a year ago. But nope, add another year. A bunch of things like that.
Because I think I know I kind of looked at what we talked about last time. And I think we talked about Trey the Tank. He's what is he in his teens now? He's like a big kid, right? He's not even wearing a helmet anymore, right?
He's out of college now.
Is he driving now? He's got like a beard and stuff.
Yeah, he can drive himself to the spots now.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, a lot has changed, in just the last 2 and 3 years,
Yeah, wild.
But my first and most important question for you is, how is it being a fun uncle, man? How's that been going for you? I know we talked about that last time too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. My niece, we just celebrated her 10th birthday today. And,
nice.
I took her skateboarding a couple years back, but she never really connected with it. But yeah, I'm an uncle from a long time ago as well. Both my brothers and sister have kids, so like I've been an uncle since I was, before I was 20.
Love it.
But now that I'm in Wisconsin, I've got this new batch of nephews and a niece, and they're all like 16, 11, and 10. So That's fun, though. Yeah, she's excited. Like being 10 years old must be so crazy these days.
Yeah, my kids, they are 10, so I know exactly the age you're talking about. It's a great age too. It's fun. They're a little bit more independent, a little bit more vocal, and
yeah. They're just right on the verge, and like their personalities are really coming through.
Big time, man. Yeah, I think, I do remember last time you said, well, I'm going to kind of get her into skating if she wants it. And then she said, well, got her to push, and she didn't push Mongo. So that's a good start.
Yeah, she kind of dug it for a little while, but then I don't know, it wasn't an 8-year-old girl's dream at the time. And I remember showing her videos of like how I used to lay out and like just showing her, look at this kid is only 8 years old. Look what she's doing or whatever, but she was into LOL dolls and whatever else plastic world that was out there.
I know, it's crazy. I think back to Racer when she was coming back on the scene with that. It was with the tutu outfit or fairy outfit, whatever it was. doing like a
Yeah.
heel flip. But she did a heel
Yeah.
flip off some steps, right? And it was that video that all of your parents and grandparents sent to you, all of the non-skater friends. Oh, hey, look, have you seen this, Rick? Oh, yeah, I saw it. It's going viral.
No doubt, but look what that's like evolved into. She's ruling that world.
Really,
So
yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy. It's awesome that we got to see it just kind of evolve, and we saw it coming. We all knew, we're like, oh gosh, she's
Absolutely.
something different, right? But it's coming to fruition. It's like she's just dominating.
And when you watch her in these contests, she's not even trying.
Yeah,
Like when somebody kind of starts to pressure her and she really starts to try, forget it.
yeah,
Like she's gonna be scoring like the dudes. You know, there's a couple of girls that have scored up in the nines, and it's like
yeah.
she's gonna be the first consistent one.
That's a good take. I totally see that happening. Yeah, because I know there's
Hmm.
been a little bit of controversy, like, well, why aren't they getting scored as high? And I think
They're not doing as well. Some of the
exactly,
dudes score
she's the
terrible
one.
sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, you
she's the
get a
one. Good
she's the
point.
one. She's like Neo. She's gonna break through and like it's the flip in stuff. Nobody's flipping
Yeah,
into tricks, and that's gnarly. And
that's
especially
true.
you throw a gap in there, forget it, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard. Like you see Leticia, she's like, I'm gonna go skydive. I'm out of this
Yeah,
game.
yeah. She's like, I'm gonna do my adrenaline some other ways because
Yeah,
let
she
the
can't
young
keep
bucks
up.
take over.
Even Pamela Rosa, she's just like she charges it and she tries to get her gaps, but if she doesn't make those big gaps, she's not in the run in the race, you
Yeah,
know? It's
that's
crazy.
true. Yeah, Pamela does. She still gives it an effort, pushed really
Hell
fast,
yeah. Oh, I love watching her skate, man. I love
it's
it. I love
it's
her style. I love her look, everything about it. But if she doesn't nail those big gaps that she's good at, she's just not going to podium.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so
So
true.
which,
Yeah, and she still has more room to grow. Like she's
mhm.
so once she does that, it's like she's gonna
I
get up.
don't know, man. She's in her 20s, that Pamela. She's aging out now.
Yeah, no, I meant more race. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
Pamela too. She's getting. That's the thing. The younger kids are coming in. You know.
It's wild. Look at these little, 12 to 14-year-old Japanese girls just dominating.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And
So
it's like,
crazy.
and it's, I agree. That's a good point. Yeah, I totally see them getting nine or her getting a nine at least. She'll be the one to kind of kick it off and be the front
Oh
runner
yeah.
as far as who
Well,
got it
there's been a
first.
few. That one Japanese girl got she did kickflip front feeble and she got a 9.4.
Oh, that's right, dude.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
two shows ago, like whatever that was, like the Vegas one, I think it
The
was.
Vegas, yeah, because they did Vegas and Jersey, right? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
Oh
true.
yeah,
That's true.
I forget her name, but yeah, 9.4. I mean, that's because it's a serious trick,
Yeah, is that
you
yeah? No,
know. I mean, you look at, I don't know if you subscribe to Thrasher, but you've seen the current one, right? That was that Funa Nakayama, right?
oh yeah. Yep.
Doing the front crook on Hollywood.
Yeah, I just stared at that. I was
Oh my
like,
gosh, I
that
got her name. I got her name right. Funa
yeah,
Nakayama. I just
Funa.
looked it
Actually, I got it nearby. Hold on, let me pull it. Yeah, and because first try she called it. She kind of gave the single digits, like, yeah, I got this. You just watch, keep recording, don't mess it
So
up, right?
gnarly. So gnarly. You know what's cool too is I love how the photo looks like it's at night. Like that was a flash midday.
That's true. Because yeah, when you watch it, that's true. It was during the day. It wasn't at night.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
right. Now I'm
mhm.
staring at because yeah, it totally looks like night, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
Atiba,
because
he's good.
you can definitely see the shake junt.
Yeah, no doubt.
That grip's popping, man. It's like with the red thrasher on it. It's like, whoo, boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Andy McDonald yellow helmet. She's got that yellow grip, like, it's really noticeable for her.
Yeah, exactly. No, I never got into it, man. I like black or just or a variation of black, and
Yeah,
maybe
same,
it's
same.
just I just never got into it. So, but yeah, man, that's some good takes. I agree with them 100%, man. And speaking of ages, I mean, you obviously since we last spoke, you're 50. You're the big 50 now, huh?
51.
51 now? Okay,
Add
okay.
it, add another year,
That's right,
right?
because it was October, right?
Yeah, I just turned 51 in October.
Dude, 51. And you're still killing it, dude. I know I comment on your post. Well, dude, you're an
Yeah, man.
inspiration to me to keep skating, man. I know we have all these videos that come out, but I'm being straight honest. I'm all, what's Drew been up to lately? What's he been doing? How can he push me to keep skating? Because that's true, man. It's like, because I can't do, stuff what all these guys are doing. I can't keep up with Tyshawn. I gotta see guys that are kind of in my own age range and skill set. And you're that dude for me. So keep pushing because you're inspiring me, dude.
Well, man, I totally appreciate that. And I just can't get enough. And I just keep learning. I keep progressing. Like, I just recently learned nose slides. Like, I never did nose slides before.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't really ollie. So it's hard for me to pop into stuff, but I'm slapping nose sliding into things that are like as tall as the board. Like as long as the
Yeah.
board can get into it, I'm getting into them. So it's tripping me out. So it's wild. Like I shoot a lot. Like half of the fun for me is capturing it and documenting it because I like going back and looking at my stuff to see how I'm
Mhm.
progressing.
Yeah.
And I look at some of my clips and I'm like, how am I doing that sometimes? I'm just like, wow.
That's a good
So,
thing. It's like, yeah, what
yeah.
how?
It's crazy. These nose slides are cool. And yeah, I just can't get enough of it. The slappy crook game took me over, and I'm just slappy in everything that I can. And now I just recently built a new little bank to curb in my barn, and that's super fun.
Yeah, I
So
was going to talk to you about that, man. I took just a couple different notes, but I put your ever evolving barn. So yeah,
yeah,
you're adding to it, you're tweaking things. So yeah, you just put that deck on. I think that's a wise choice because I would be I'd be fearful to try that because it'd be like, oh
yeah,
man,
it was sketchy, dude. That thing was like every time I would try to skate, it was scary because like you just don't want to go over at all.
yeah,
Because it's just a different elevation. And so I just kept thinking I was gonna break a leg or something stupid just because it was like a little cliff. And so I didn't realize that when I designed it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need this deck. But yeah, I finished that today. And it's like it's so chill now. Like it's fun. Like I can just skate it and not worry because you bail, you're just at the same level.
yeah. How wide is how the deck is about what less than 2 feet? I was trying to figure out how wide, like how how much space there is from the
Um,
curves to the wall.
it's only on the right hand side, it's like 19 inches away from the wall.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
And then at the kink it comes back almost 45 degrees, so then that's got like a nice big deck area there. But yeah, it's only
yeah.
like not even 20 inches. And it was funny because like had I realized the deck, I probably would have made that a more proper measurement and thought of it up front and like built the deck at the beginning, because now it was an afterthought. but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
but it's all good. It's so much better now. Like today was the first time skating it where I just wasn't scared,
Yeah.
or as much, right? Because like
Yeah. No,
yeah,
you went
curb.
right to it. You and Aaron both kind of hit it up, dude. You guys are just, killing that thing.
Yeah, it's fun. I love building stuff, especially stuff to skate. And now, what's funny is like I've got that big barn with a big ramp, and I've had that for now 10 years, and I've had so much fun in that space. But these past couple of years, I've really been neglecting it because I've just been having so much fun on these curbs. And I've got all these curbs outside, and I've got curbs inside, and I'm moving curbs on the flat of the ramp, and I'm just skating curbs, curbs, curbs that I've literally neglected it. But I would, I mean, if I was really stupid, I could like tear it all down and just make a curb world in that barn and just go crazy. But
Big
the
time.
ramp is fun, and now I love this new addition to it.
Yeah, no, you gotta, it's literally like it's your own little paradise, your own little skate park there. You got it,
Yeah, I love it.
I'm sure when the weather's, even when it's snowing, you can go inside. It'd be cold, of course, but you got a place to ride, which is awesome.
It was 24 degrees today when I was out
Oh,
there.
that's it. No.
Yeah, it was super cold and windy today, but I was determined to finish the deck and get a session in.
Oh yeah, at that temperature.
Oh yeah, that's what I skated today.
Ooh, dang.
I think it's 18 degrees right now. What does it say?
Dang, dude.
Like it's a cold one. It's a cold one
When I
today.
got when I got to work today, it was 37 degrees, and I was like, "Damn, that's cold." So
Yeah, that's gonna be our high on
yeah,
Saturday.
it's like
Yeah,
it's like
it's inevitable. So I have to make do. It's like we go to Cream City on the weekends, and if I want to skate at home, I got to do it indoor because it's gonna get too icy and snowy, and I can't be outside. And so, man, we've had sessions where I've set up my ice shanty. You know what an ice shanty is?
no, I'm not. For some
It's
reason,
like a tent, but there's no bottom on it, and you go out
oh,
on these
okay,
you go on a frozen lake, you pop your holes, you set a couple holes up underneath the shanty, so you're sitting
gotcha.
inside
Yeah.
out of the wind. You get a heater in there, and you're nice and cozy. But so I've set up the ice shanty in the barn with a heater, so that between sessions you like warming up in there and going back out to the ramp and then going in the
Dude,
shanty.
that's smart. See,
Yeah, but that gets old fast.
you,
My
you,
bushings would always freeze because it would get too cold, but now my bushings are shot and my trucks are so loose, I don't think it would bother me anymore.
yeah. Do you rock just the? Because I know you rock indies a lot. Mostly indies. You just rock this stock bushings, or do you get something else?
I use the stock ones until they blow out, and so then the first set that blew out, I replaced them with the yellow bones that were a little
Mm,
softer.
yeah.
But now they're so blown out, and the bolt is so like grind it over, I couldn't even take them out. So now the bushing is in there, just blasted out, and the
Yeah.
pivot cup is blasted out. I just don't even want to try to fix. I just want to ride them until it falls apart.
Yeah. Are those 215s you're trying to crack, or is it another set?
No, these are my 169s, my main ones. But
Oh,
the
okay.
215s are still like in the same condition. Like they didn't break yet. And but yeah, the same thing. Bushing is shot. Grind the pivot cup is shot. It's just super rattly loose, but I love it.
Yeah. And then those who don't know, you're a big Winkowski fan. You have what? How many decks have you gone through or have currently? Like 8 or 9?
Oh man, no, just Winkowski's. Holy smokes! Let me see. I'm probably close to 15 now,
Yeah.
and I've got three of them set up as riders.
Nice. And you
Yeah, I
changed
like.
the nose on it too, right?
Yeah, so I've got a Chemskate wheelbase modification tool, and so I don't know if you've seen those, but like
Yeah.
it's got all the graduated holes and a couple of pegs that sit in the holes that exist already, and then you can adjust the wheelbase without having to guess because the holes are just there perfect. And he sends you a little drill bit and everything, and so yeah, that board is really small. It's 30 inches total, but with a 15-inch wheelbase. So that's how
Yeah.
Winkowski rides it. And so
Dang.
what I did is I pulled the wheel back on the top like an inch and an eighth, and then for the first time I pulled the back trucks back like 3/8. So
Oh, the
I've
backs
got
too. Wow.
yeah, because there's room there, and I didn't want less than a 14-inch, and so I got a 14 and a quarter inch wheelbase on that same board for the first. That's my first time trying it with that setup in the 169s, and so far, man, I'm loving it. Like I got my crooks on that board, no problem.
Yeah, nice. I didn't think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, even back in the day, I think when I did change, like I remember my board get worn out and I'd move the bolts back, but I would just basically like put my truck down and kind of circle, like put a pencil in and drill it out.
sure, that's
Yeah,
the way to do it. That's the
yeah,
way, but
exactly. But yeah, that tool makes it so much easier. And yeah, I didn't think about the tail end too.
yeah, because I've done it before, and sometimes a board will come with adjustable wheelbase when it's got the two sets on the front trucks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's common, but they don't hardly ever move the back ones. But there's plenty of room before the tail kicks up. So I was like, well, let me try it at least. And I don't ollie very much, so it doesn't affect my flick or anything like that because I might start doing it now with a smaller wheelbase. It might actually work better for me.
Yeah.
But this I've only like ridden the board a couple of times now so far. I just set it up the other day, but like even just skating it today, dude, it was nice. Like didn't feel like the old school regular Winkowski no shape because like they came out with a Winkowski with a different shape that was longer and had a bigger nose and the adjustable wheelbase. And that I really like that one because it had a nose. But I think because he skates more of that older shape, they're not even producing those anymore. Now they're just only putting them out in the old shape, which like the nose is like 4 inches.
Dang. Yeah. And
That's
that's
not a
cool.
big
You have
nose at
50.
all.
I think last time we spoke, I said, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna get one." Here we are. It's two years later. I still haven't. I mean, it's on my list. I think at least on NHS, I keep an eye out. They
Yeah.
have them in stock on occasion. So I'm like,
I
okay.
think I've gotten three new ones just this year. He has a creature guest deck,
Yeah.
and then they put out oh yeah, two, no, it's actually four because there's two different colorways from old ones, and then now I got this volcano, which is another colorway. So yeah, I think I got four Winkowski just this year.
Damn. And the resale market or value on those on like eBay is ridiculous, man. It's like
It
a
is,
couple
yeah.
$100. I'm like, damn.
Except for these later ones because they're available. But yeah,
Yeah.
you find some of these. I've seen some go for 600-700 bucks,
Yeah,
7,000
exactly.
bucks.
Like I've
Especially
been
if you get Winkowski to sign it or something, or if he skated it, forget it.
yeah. And you rock normally like smaller wheels, right? You still doing like the 52s or 51s or
It
you go
it
bigger?
all depends on that C-Rat with the 215s. I was trying extreme wheels. Like I went down to 41s, I think, was the smallest I rode. And they're super fun. It's fun to get on the curbs and things. But my normal wheel size that I ride on my basic, like on my everyday rider, like my go-to right now is a 54.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm back down to
I'm doing I'm
51.
doing those. I'm doing the dragons though. I don't know if you've tried the
I'm
dragons yet.
there. It's next. I'm riding some 51 Spitfire tablets right now, but I'm kind of getting bored with them. They're not worn out, but I'm like, I think I might want to try them. But
I like
I'm
those. Actually, those were what I had prior dragons. I've got
they're
the
fun.
51
Yeah, I like
tablets.
them.
I like them.
But I'm like, I don't know if I want to go bigger because I've kind of fluctuated back from 52 to 51. But I'm like, should I make the
Mm.
jump to 54? Because I have some 53s, but I'm like,
But
I
you
think I might.
realize that jump is so minor. I
It
think
is. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
it's so minor. But like on my C-Rat 215s, I've got 52 dragons, and then now on my Winkowski with 169s, I got the 54. So I mean, even between those two, I can't tell that much of a difference. But I figure I wanted two different sizes just to try them, and I was going to put the smaller ones on the more curb dedicated board.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I moved those over to my other Winkowski because I've got a Winkowski with 215s and an adjusted wheelbase, and now I've got this other 169s on a Winkowski. So I'm winked up again.
You're like, Wink, send me some residual checks, man. Send me
something, man.
Send me.
He's a
cool it doesn't have to be a box. Just send me, send me something, man. Come on, I'm hooking you up some sales. Come on.
It's funny. The other day, I had tagged him when I just got that board set up, and I tagged him in an Instagram story, I think it was.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Instagram video, Winkowski. I'm like, what the hell? Like, he's calling me, and then he hung up. Like, he totally accidentally hit the button to call. That's funny.
He's like, yo, what's up?
Yo.
that would have been funny / awkward if you guys actually connected. So, my bad, dude. But hey, thanks for the support.
No, he's a pretty cool dude. He's accessible. Like I tag him and I chat with him every now and then. I've invited him to the barn and this and that. So like,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I'd love to see some footage from your barn, man. You'd tear it up, man.
Oh my gosh, I would love to see that. I almost had the Creature crew come through. They almost stopped here. Like, there's been a few times where, oh man, I would love to see like some real pros come and just like thrash this place. That'd be fun.
I don't see why it hasn't happened yet, dude. It's like, if you look at what you have, it's like, dude, come on, you guys, come skate this.
It could. I mean, I don't push it or anything. I mean, if I really wanted to really try, I'm sure I could make it happen.
Well,
things don't happen unless you do it.
Yeah, but I think what would happen is that once you have one, that word's going to spread. You're going to have people knock on your door all the time, dude.
I know. And then it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, it was a blessing. Now I'm like,
yeah, your wife's like, Creature's here again.
Yeah, exactly.
Santa Cruz is in town. Get the couches out.
Poor me.
Yeah.
I gotta...
No, that'd be hella cool, man. Yeah. And I know because I might be going, I mean, no, it's like 6 or 7 hours away from you, but I might be going to Michigan finally this year to visit my mom. So
nice.
I'll hit you up if I have a couple free days where I can commute. Who knows? Maybe those stars align and we can, even if it's not your house, meet 3 hours in, which is still a feat. But
hey, let me know. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to meet up.
Because I think last time I Googled at least the general area, and it's about 6 hours because they're in Traverse City and you're in which city are you in again?
I'm about 45 minutes north of Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably the easiest way to think of it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me know. I haven't been to Michigan since it's been legal weed yet. So
yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, the plan is maybe I think July or August or something like that. So it should be fun, man. I'm definitely I'm either gonna bring my board or at least bring my trucks and buy a new deck there and just leave it at my mom's. All right, Mom, I'm gonna be back to skate this. Just leave it here.
Sure. Scott, right? Spot the Looney.
Yep, Scott.
He's talking about coming down for a visit in June. Nice. June or July, I think. Yeah, he's trying to make that happen. Come down here for a visit.
Oh, speaking of, shout out Scott on hitting 500, dude.
No doubt, dude. Shout out Scott.
500 Crazy. Skate parks, dude. I got to get him back on the podcast too. Now I think about it. So Scott, that's an invitation too.
500 all in one day.
I know, huh? But seriously, I don't think even right now, even with the years I have left to skate, I don't think I'll ever hit 500, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you got to make a mission out of it. Find a place where it just ends.
It's like I got to go on a lot of road trips. The wife won't be happy with that.
Yeah, like, no doubt.
3-4 week trip would even get me what? I don't know, maybe 50 at most if I'm lucky.
He's a family man. It makes it happen.
I know that's true, man. He's a working man. He's busy doing his thing. But yeah, I saw that. I was like 500 though. But that's cool, man. Yeah, imagine if the stars line were all there. Like, hey, what's up? We're all here in person, dude.
Yeah, I never would have thought to keep track of how many I've been to, but I mean, I'm sure I'm way under 50.
Yeah, but you're like way more than me. You've already been to that. What's that new one in Des Moines called? What's it called?
Oh yeah,
Lordson. Yeah, you've been there. That's where the X Games was filmed there. So you've already got clips there. So you've been around.
Yeah, that place is amazing. I would love to go back there.
It's a bucket list for me for sure, man. I'm like, all right, I have to go out there. I have to check it out. In the next, 5 years, I'm going to give myself. I don't want to make it too much longer than that,
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Because it's currently the largest one in the U.S., right? I think it's the largest one.
I believe in the US
Yeah.
because I think Japan has got a bigger one.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I've seen that one. That's
But yeah, it's a cool spot. And there's a hotel like right across the street. It's
oh,
like you don't have to drive to the park. It's cool.
that's perfect. I'm sure they
Hmm.
just get noise complaints every weekend because they're like, damn, skaters are partying.
I don't know. It's a decent town, man. That town's got things going on. Like I don't
Yeah.
even think people would be worried. I mean, nobody's in that parking lot. They're out doing something else if they're not at the park.
That's true, huh?
Yeah, and there's a big road, and then you got to get across from it. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't even think that'd be an issue for that hotel at all. They're probably just happy people coming to stay there.
Yeah. Well, doesn't Mike Valley live like he can bike there from what I recall? Like he's that
I,
close to.
yeah, I think he bikes all over. He moved out there before, apparently before that park was built or even being
Yeah.
planned. And his one of his main intentions was to ride all these mountain bike trails that are around the whole city. So I think he rides his bike no matter what.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's
Yeah,
like,
he used to put a vlog out pretty regular, but he hasn't done that in a while. And he'd be like on his bike riding around.
yeah, I can't remember what I know. I follow him on some. I know I follow him on Instagram, I believe. But yeah, I haven't. That's true. I haven't seen too much of him. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know he's still doing the Street Plant brand, but I think he kind of slowed that down. Or
yeah, he could be on tour or something. Like I know he's just
oh, that's
not got.
right. He's still doing the singing and stuff like that too, right? I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing Black Flag and doing that whole
yeah.
thing too.
Yeah, he's got a whole other band based out of what's that town? Des Moines.
Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely. I want to check that out one of these years. That looks like a cool spot. I mean, I'm kind
Yeah,
of
I
getting
agree. There's so
tired.
many spots I'd like to go check out now. Now that I can do no slides, the whole world is open is reopened to me. Like every new trick I learn, I'm like, oh, I could do this somewhere else.
Hell yeah! Have you done a nose to crook yet? Nose slide to crook?
Yeah, a couple times, not very comfortably because you need the right thing to do it on. And like all my curves aren't long enough. Like I get out of the crook too fast.
Yeah,
I get out of the no slide too fast. So like
seems so awkward, man. Yeah.
yeah, there's that Cream City has got a nice tall red curb and they've got a kink in it. And I've gone no slide and then at the kink I've gone crook. And that was pretty cool. That's probably my best one so far.
Oh
But
yeah, I think I've seen that clip.
yeah, I haven't learned the proper way to like really transition from nose to crook on a like on a ledge or something. I know it's possible. I see people do it. I just don't know that motion yet. But it's coming. It's coming. Once I get it, I'll get obsessed with that.
But yeah, like you said, you're doing stuff that's on higher levels too. So you're getting more confident, and the smaller curves are gonna be like, oh yeah, I got this.
No, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because now I'm looking at things with different eyes. Like I don't know if you saw, I was just like at some street spot, like at a parking garage, and this like the sidewalk went down, but the ledge went up, and I was able to no slide up that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, wasn't that hashtag Street Drew? Am I thinking of a different
Yeah,
one? Yeah, there we
yeah.
go. See, I remember seeing that.
I
I was
try to
like,
hashtag those all the time because I like to then click on that thing and see all my little spots in the street. It's fun.
hashtag Street Drew. Yeah, yo. Reminds me of like back when Steve Caballero used to skate street to be like street cab.
Yeah, he still does that. It was funny because he did that recently, and he said street cab, but he was at a skate park. He's like at Huntington Park, and so I tagged him. I'm like, "You mean park cab?" And he kind of gave me the little wink or something because he's like, because he did a board slide on a rail.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's not the street Caballero.
You're like, nope. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because as soon as you mentioned cab and because I remember, I'm in San Jose, so when all
Yeah.
these pros started moving out, Caballero left. We're like, oh, he's leaving Campbell. Like, what? That's so weird. He's going to SoCal, and then Mark Johnson left, and then Jerry Sue. We're like, what the hell's happening to San Jose? We still got Louis though. We got Louis Barletta still.
That's cool. Yeah, he's probably not going to move away.
Nah, yeah, and I think Caswell's still around too. I mean, there's still a lot of the Enjoy crew and just the Tilt Mode Army. All that whole crew is all still around. I keep in touch with a couple of guys too. But yeah, it's just interesting how everyone eventually you can still skate and live outside of California, but how these big names moved, and it just popped in my head when you said that. Oh, that's right. I remember that feeling of like, damn, where's Cab going?
Yeah, yeah. I just saw Jake Wooten move back to Tennessee.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's back at like his old haunts back in Nashville.
That makes sense. He's probably gonna live
Yeah.
nice over there, dude.
Oh yeah, and like I mean he was in LA for a while, for a couple of years, I think he said, but I think he just put out a video where he's like MC Hammer and
Nice.
and it was like a Halloween thing at his old skate park where he kind of grew up skating, and so there's a little backstory about how he moved back. I think
Hell
Santa
yeah.
Cruz just put that up yesterday, I think.
Oh, really? Okay, I haven't seen it yet, but I
Yeah,
guess
it's
yeah,
really new.
that'd be a good segue then. Let's talk a couple videos. I know
Yeah,
you've seen Nija's Need That.
man. Yes, I
What are your
just
initial
watched that.
thoughts? What's
Give him Sodi already. Just give it to
yeah?
him. Give
Straight
it
to
to
it, huh?
him.
Okay.
Dude, he's put out 20 minutes in the last 2 weeks.
He has.
20 minutes.
I
I mean,
trust me, I agree.
Tyshawn and Louis, dude, I love it. Both of them are up for it as well.
Yeah.
But dude, 20 minutes. I've never done this before here, but I tallied while I watched it because it was the second time. I tallied how many tricks he did in this video.
Really? What's the number?
Give me a guess. What do you
Oh,
think?
oh
How
shit.
many
Okay.
tricks do you think he did in a 12-minute video?
All right, let me think. I'm trying.
And then how many of them were part of lines?
Dang. I'm just trying to let me spitball a couple. So I'm thinking maybe at least 10 per minute. Oh, that might be too much. Is it 10 per minute? 120? Am I doing the math right? No.
I'll wait for your final answer.
Oh gosh.
Before I egg you either way.
I'm like, am I too low? I think I'm too low then. Damn, I'm gonna say 150.
That's your number, 150?
Final answer.
Dude, that's really close though. 112 tricks.
Oh dang, okay.
And I might have missed a couple here and there, and it depends on what you consider a trick. Like ollie up a ledge to jump down 20
Yeah.
feet. Is that first one a trick? I don't know. If you counted every one of those, maybe it's closer to 150.
Dang.
But I counted 112 separate tricks, and some of those tricks were combo tricks.
Woo.
I didn't separate the combo. 112 tricks, 21 of those were lines.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah. So that's equates to about what, maybe 7 per minute. So
it's insane, dude.
See, I totally agree with you on that, but I'm like, I'm not, and I gave myself a couple days to kind of like make sure I'm cool with this decision. Mm-hmm. I'm not sold on Sodi yet for him yet. I'm not there. I'm like, he killed it, but I'm like,
yeah, but what else do you have to do? Because Tyshawn and Louis they've got what, 2 parts each? Yeah. Maybe one more coming out.
And that's what honestly, that's why this is such a, like, I hate this year. The last couple of years were so easy. Oh yeah, it's it's Mason, it's Mark, it's easy, but this is tough. It's tough.
You know what? The only thing that would make me question like going full gung ho Nyjah is still nobody knows what the real criteria is and how they judge it. Nobody really knows.
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, Sodi based on the tricks he did that year.
Yep.
Because some of these videos have got old tricks.
Yep. Element boards. Exactly. It's like 3 years old.
Yeah. So I don't know.
No one knows. That thing we'll never know, right?
But dude, everything in the streets, man, everything.
Like, my only, and it's not
other than if it wasn't for this, I'd be I'm all Louis. I want Louis.
Louis, okay. See, I'm still, well, I don't know if you've heard, but I want Jimmy Wilkins. He's my Sodi. Like, I'm just gonna say he's my favorite parts this year. But
I mean, dude, I would back that 100%, but I don't. Is he even in the runnings? Like,
he's
in the runnings yet?
He's a vert right. I mean, if he gets on the list, yeah, that's awesome.
I've seen him do some street clips though. Him in the streets.
But no, he just, because I was just so like, it was like a couple months ago. I'm like, I don't know, and it was like, dude, I love Jimmy Wilkins. I love what he's done this year. Give him Sodi.
You see him do the back lip on the bench over the gap at Tony's.
Yep.
Dude, that's
like
so
nothing.
Beautiful. The way he pops out of it, it's so perfect.
He makes me want to skate vert. I'm terrified of vert.
So it's unfair.
But but back to Nyjah. See, this is where I'm so torn. Like, I had to make sure I'm walking on eggshells talking about this, because I'm not trying to insult the part. I mean, I respect, but I'm like, will this, and I'm going to say handrail heavy part.
I almost like the other part better. To me, it was prettier.
It was, but
shine on.
Two common denominators in it was there were handrails, like lots and lots and lots of handrails. Like, and I'm not saying I don't know if that's a bad thing or if it backfired, but dude, I'm like, what trick didn't he do on a handrail?
It's so gnarly. I know. Like I'm like tallying these things. I'm like, I would have to pause this every trick to keep track of what he did.
Yeah.
Like I'm just over here tick, 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 tick. I'm like, holy crap, this is so much.
Yeah, and he did stuff on rails so big that I was too lazy to count the number of steps because there were so many. I'm like, dude, I can't
Yeah.
pause it every 5 seconds to find out how many steps that is.
No. And he's just got so many killer crook combos. Like, I think my favorite trick of the entire video was that crook that he did on that kink rail through the tree.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
front crook, and he's coming out almost backwards.
Yep.
Oh God, that was so amazing.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. Didn't he
And
come
then
out
that
180 on that? He pivoted
yeah,
out of
he
that.
came out. Yeah,
He
he came
turned
out
out. Yeah.
180, but the opposite way his body was naturally turning.
Yeah. No, as I
Yeah.
said, the part was amazing. I was just like,
That ender.
oh yeah,
How do you even think you can get up and down that Matterhorn?
exactly.
Crazy.
I mean,
Insane.
yeah, because if you notice, they built that little like cement kicker or whatever. They built a little spot so he could go ollie up it. But
Yeah,
still, who goes to that spot and goes, you know what?
yeah.
I've got this. I'm going up and over.
Like, what is going to happen when he's back in street league? Like, he already dominates that. But look at some
Yeah.
of the tricks he's done. It's just boggling, man. Boggling.
No, it's insane. But like I said, it's just I don't know if it's too many handrail tricks. Like, will that backfire on him?
Again, I don't know what the criteria is.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why I wanted. I'm glad we were on here talking about this because
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to get excited because I was literally, I'm like, give it to him, and then I'm like, whoa, calm down.
But like at a certain point, I just don't care. I'm like, all these guys are awesome. They all put out killer content for us.
Same way, dude. Because I was like, I
Yeah.
don't care, I'm done. But then it just
Yeah.
I get sucked back in because it.
Yeah.
But that's true. And like I said, I'm hearing your voice again. We still don't know the criteria.
Right. And it's like Tyshawn's had one already. So all right. So
Yeah.
let's give it to Louis because he deserves it. But then this is nuts. And Nisha's never got one.
That's true.
So and it's like all of a sudden he's got this 20-minute dump of footage. It's like, holy crap, this is like it's memorable. All these like I would not be upset if he got it.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't either. Trust me. I would not. There are a lot of people that are going to be upset if he doesn't get it. They're like, dude, screw this. It's Thrasher. Screw you guys. Pick him or whatever. But
that's how it's going to be with each of these guys that don't get it. They all they all get hate. So again, at the end of the day, I don't really care. But
yeah,
I would not be upset if Nyjah got it.
I mean, even in he did there was a spot where he did a back 180 flip over his motorcycle and then his switch hill bomb over that speed bump too.
It almost looked like he lost it on that.
Yeah, dude, he was handling it. I'm like, dude, okay. I see you. I see you working. And I think he even skated a ledge too, right? I don't know. I can't remember. I was gonna write it down, but I didn't. But I thought I saw him do like a back tail.
He ollied over and not on that one with the motorcycle. That one I think was just straight hill bomb.
No, it was, but earlier in the video, or maybe later, he did like something on a ledge. I was like, what? We got some ledge action?
Yeah, not too many ledges. There was definitely much rail.
A lot of rail.
There was a couple of spots though where like he was crossing a gap that was like a crazy chasm. Like I remember he did a crook into another parking lot, but like if he came like it was death zone where he was like crossing. I don't know what, like it was a weird building between buildings or something, but there's so many tricks. It's hard to be like,
it is 12 minutes is like, damn. We got to see 48. Rooftop Nyjah. You remember that? We did that. It was a fakey front flip or whatever on the roof and it dropped down. Like, damn, we got to see rooftop Nyjah.
Yeah. That was sick. Gosh, that's so good. Just the clipper alone. You got 3 tricks at the clipper.
Oh, I know. Exactly. Yeah.
And I thought that was going to be the ender. And then all of a sudden picks right back up with that crazy crook through that whole front yard along the hedges.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just picks right back up, which is banger.
How would you compare? You remember Kyle Walker did that up and over on what he did a board side last year?
Yeah.
How would you compare the two? I mean, they're both pretty gnarly. I think Nyjah's is like more insane, right? From what I recall, but they were both pretty crazy. Insane. Yeah,
but Kyle Walker's was just in front of a storefront. This one is like up over a mountain.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just looking at it, and it had a good angle too. I would have loved to see different angles, but then again, he's going up and over. You can't really see him coming up. You know what I mean? But
he must have had like his buddies with iPhone angles all over the place or something. Yeah. Ty Evans in a helicopter or somewhere.
What's crazy is that I just thought about this when I was rewatching before we got on earlier. I didn't really, and this was his shoe video. I didn't even pay attention to his shoes.
I know at one point
like,
the YouTube suggested something is like new Nyjah 3s or something as he's doing the trick in them.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, thanks. I wasn't even paying attention to shoes. And
so now get this though. I think today or yesterday was his birthday on top of it.
Okay.
Can you imagine 2 parts, new shoe and your birthday? This kid is like just living his best life, man.
He's not
Oh
30 yet, right? He's like 28, 29 still.
yeah. I don't
Okay,
even think
yeah.
he's that old, to
Yeah,
be
he would
honest.
probably, yeah, he would. I thought he was like 27. Maybe he is a little bit younger, but yeah, you know, he'll be partying up when he'll let us know when he's 30 because he's gonna rub it in with his crazy footage.
Yeah, this says he's 28.
28, okay,
Yeah.
which is crazy, right? It's like I remember seeing him, dreads Nigel back in the day. He was a little guy.
Yeah, I remember that as well. But geez, 28. That was so
28.
a long time ago.
But Sodi, huh? Okay. All right. Drew's calling it on here, you guys. Drew Domkus
I
got it.
I would not be upset.
I know. But yeah, I'm still undecided.
But
I'm like,
did you see Louis got a part coming out December 12th
oh, is it
for
the 12th?
for his shoe? Yeah, they got a promo out right now. But like
Okay.
again, when is the cutoff? Does that count?
I
Does
know
December
that's true
12th
because it's
still
getting
count?
close, dude. Yeah, because the voting starts like I thought it was always the first couple of weeks of December.
Again, it's all a mystery.
I hate
But
this.
it's like what part is Tyshawn coming out with that kickflip over the subway?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
tracks. Like what is that happening?
Yep.
Because
And then he did that
I could change my mind pretty quick.
I know. And then there's that the new Supreme video. What's it called? Play Dead or something? I can't remember what I didn't write down, but
Is he in that?
yeah, he's got footage in that. And they
But
did the
does that count towards Sodi? I don't think so.
I think so, dude. What depends? Yeah.
Yeah, show me in the liner notes of how it works.
I know, huh? That's true. Because I
I
saw like some
I think it's
clips.
individual parts. I think.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh?
I think again.
I don't. It's so
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
true. But all I know is I saw some of the clips of the reactions of when they the edit ended
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everyone was screaming Sodi Sodi Sodi.
sure.
So it's
Oh man,
like
I would be screaming it there too.
it's like so he
Even though
must have done
Nigel's
some
part came out.
crazy stuff in that. So
Oh
yeah,
man.
so I mean, so yeah, Louis got something coming out.
Louis got that cover that we haven't seen happen either.
Yep,
So I don't know if that's in this video or not.
where he grinds he ducks under the pole is what we're all kind of guessing because there's no way he's
I
going to ride that
guess.
all the way out.
Yeah, I have no idea, but man, I want to see that.
Yeah, the kickflip, the Tyshawn kickflip, and then Louis,
To be honest, like deep in my heart, in my soul, I want it to be Louis.
yeah, I know, yeah, every year, dude.
Well, because he's put out some really good stuff this year.
He
Like
has.
he's been pushing it this year. So it's like stupid Nigel's got to throw,
I know it's like,
like
damn it.
yeah, right, like banana peel in the mix over here, like because it's hard to deny. But I wouldn't like again, give it all three-way tie.
I know, yeah, screw it. It's a three-way tie, whatever.
Yeah, just give it to Roller Surfer and get it over with.
Exactly. It's like, here you go. I want to see, honestly, dude, I'm calling it now. I want to see someone front load the year. I want to see Mark Suciu come out with 4 parts in January and just sit back and relax and then win it.
You're gonna forget about it though.
No, but no, 4 bangers and like let's say he has like 4 parts, 5 parts in like January, February, and he wins. So, oh yeah, shoot, damn.
Yeah, but for all I know, he did come out with 2 parts in January that I forgot about.
That's true. That's a problem, man. Like
Yeah,
I literally had to go back and it's too much. And I can't, and I have maybe a handful of videos I have time for every week. And I'm all right, which ones I'm going to try and circle back and watch. And maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Like I still haven't seen the China Banks documentary. I heard it's okay. And
that's really good. Actually, I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot.
Like there's so many videos that just come and go. And I'm like, all right, next week I'll watch. Next week I'll watch. Or tomorrow I'll watch it. It never happens.
Did you by chance see the rough cut of Jake Wooten doing his trick down the China Banks? Oh my gosh, dude. He blunts down the rail on the tile and then comes down and does a front tail over a bench. Like it's nuts. But the rough cut is amazing because like you see him work towards that blunt, work towards it. And all of a sudden he's got it. And now that's like every time. Every time.
Have you ever skated the China Banks? It's so steep, dude. I went there one time and I'm like, this isn't for me. It's too steep. Like
I would like to try it, but yeah,
I did it. Like I think I did a backside, kick turn or whatever, carve up there, and maybe I tried front side. I'm like, nope. So T-Funk's ollie is insane. So
dude, give him Sodi for that trick alone.
Definitely trick of the year, right?
Well, it's gotta be, dude. It's gotta be. Well, like when Tyshawn got his first Sodi, wasn't Phelps basically calling it because he flipped the street? Like that was like his big thing. Like he did this one trick that was it. He decided.
Yeah,
so like, man, I'd give it to T-Funk for that ollie too.
No, exactly, and I'm like, it's just so insane. But there's been a lot of good tricks that have been done since then. But yeah,
dude, that trick of the year hashtag is nutty. Like there's so much going on in there. so much. Like
It's insane. And then,
yeah, it's bonkers. That
and I
one that
guess,
just came out that in the Garcia, what did he do? What video was that? Dan Garcia, he does that nose bonk to Manny down to Feeble. Did you see that one?
no.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to remember which video that was. The just came out. It's like, again, it's just too much. If you look at I think the Barracks account or the Trick of the Year hashtag or something like that, like it's one of the later ones. I'm trying to see if I can
Yeah.
figure out which video that
But no,
was.
the Sodi race is crazy right now, and even the Trick of the Year count, list is insane. And did you see like I don't know, I don't even call it controversy, but the whole Tyshawn redoing that switch table ollie? Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
man, I love Gifted Hater, dude. I follow
Dude,
all that. I
exactly, dude.
Man, he was right though. Gifted Hater was right. Like
I
if you go back and you look at the shadows and stuff,
yeah,
he's I mean, it's still a huge switch ollie,
it is.
but to claim it as like for the cover and what it was, blah blah blah, like everything he said was so spot on. And then because social media is so crazy, somebody sent Tyshawn the info as he's there to try some other trick, and then he just does it again.
Dang, yeah. I was
And then
wondering
Gifted
how it got
Hater,
back to TJ. I'm like, who told you? Was he watching Gifted Hater, or did
he
someone give
he
it
was
to him?
no, he was doing Instagram live at the spot. And he was
Wow.
just doing something else. And then somebody in the comments is like, "Oh man, you got to do it again." He's saying you didn't make it, or something. He's like, "What?" He's like, "They're saying I didn't make it. I'll do it again right now." And so then his friend
Dang.
holds the phone. He comes through and does a clean one. And so then Gifted Hater's like, "Hey, apology. I'm sorry. This one's amazing."
Yeah. No, I mean,
But
how?
look at the impact, like
Yeah,
immediate impact.
and that's crazy. Has that ever anything like that ever been done before?
No, how could it be?
That's
Like
what I mean. Like,
you don't have that kind of connectivity with the person that you're
I
ripping
know,
on.
because
It's
yeah,
wild,
otherwise it would take weeks or whatever. You'd have to go, but
wild,
literally, like, Gifted Hater did a video on it. Tyshawn weeks later redid it. Like, that's insane.
no doubt.
And it's someone of Tyshawn's stature, dude. Like his status, like he's like, no, I don't know if he knows Gifted Hater. I'm gonna try and shut this guy up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. But
I
yeah, I
just,
love Gifted Hater. He's got so many good opinions, and I've just been growing to like him more and more. In that, I felt like the other one, the dumb data. I felt like him when I was doing all these tally marks, trying to calculate all the tricks and everything. I'm like, but those
dude,
guys are fun. They're fun to watch and listen to.
yeah, Gifted Hater is gifted, man. Because I couldn't do a show like that, dude. That's work.
No
Like
doubt, no
it's
doubt.
work to put in the stuff that he does, like, and to have the
It's
data and just the facts. Like, dang,
it's work to have that harsh of an opinion all the time.
that's what I
Like
mean. It's like,
I don't care that much most of the time.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But
It's like to be
yeah,
that, like that's your brand.
yeah,
Like that's your, like
yeah.
he probably doesn't go to sleep at night. He probably passes out like he's talking and just he just falls asleep because he's got so much stuff that he wants to get off his brain.
No, but then he posts clips and he can skate too, so that's great.
Yeah, it's, of
He's not
course.
just like a he's not just a guy behind the keyboard.
Exactly. That's what makes him, who he is. It's like, oh wow,
Hmm.
okay, this guy can give it and
Yeah.
show it off as well. He can.
No, no, I'm a fan, and I hope he doesn't ever like rip on Skatosis or something.
It's like I would just take it with a sign of love. So, oh wow, thank you, I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
we reach a certain point if that
It's,
happens.
it's like, yeah, hey, it's gonna happen. Don't worry, no, I'm kidding. It's like, but no, yeah, I agree. It's like to have to be him. It's and to do that content like on a regular.
Yeah,
That's tough.
that's a burden.
Whether it's skate parks or shoes or whatever, he just
Mhm.
rips into the brands. And sometimes the brands, like he got in with the, Barra, and Barra actually, he poked the bear, and Barra, kind of was snapping back.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
most
but I
people,
think Bear is probably the easiest one to like
of,
get you to like to respond.
of course. Yeah. And it worked. And it probably helped him grow his brand as well. But yeah, I thought about that. I'd never seen anything like that before where like the skater goes, okay, well, watch this, hold my beer. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Good on Tyshawn for just whipping that out and to just being able to do it even better, right? Just like that.
Yeah,
That was cool.
exactly. Which makes you think. I know it's been brought up before, but it's like, well, why'd you post it in the first place? You should have just redid it if you knew it wasn't going to be that good and people were going to give you crap for it.
Yeah, but I haven't looked back at the cover photo of it, and I don't know if it shows the shadow the same way the video does.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And so maybe it's like, who's going to pay that much attention?
yeah, exactly. It's like normally just like moving on.
But hey, maybe it makes Tyshawn a better person, better skater in the future.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
If that's possible.
I know, huh? Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's like he's launching that brand, so it'd be interesting to see how much time he balances with King Skateboards. It seems Nija's balancing it with Disorder pretty well, and I mean, I guess he's injured now, but we'll see how he bounces back. Kind of like I compare it to when April Skateboards, they started April Skateboards, and see how Shane O'Neill kind of is slowly dropping off. He still can skate, and he just doesn't compete as much, and he's letting the younger guys take over.
Yeah, he's a man. He's such a good skater, but he is definitely not a contest skater anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's crazy. It's interesting how fast that changes. So I'm wondering,
Yeah, but then they have Yuto and Haisa first place, like your guys, like your team, your squad is just crushing it.
Yeah.
Like, why even bother? Just go watch.
Yeah, that team's definitely growing. They're stacking, and then of course, Clive getting on Disorder. I think that was a good move too, and I think
I agree. I think that legitimizes his brand a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Birdhouse is cool, but
I
think
you got talking about Gifted Hater. You got his whole take on Disorder and like Sandlot times.
No, I've heard about. I don't think I've finished that episode. No.
He was basically saying that both Disorder and Sandlot times are just like tax write-offs. They're not real brands. But
shots fired.
Totally. But now that you get a Clive Dixon, you got what's his name, Dominic, right? On there. Like the team is becoming more legit and growing. So I kind of could still buy it on the Sheckler side, but maybe not so much on the Nyjah side.
I know. I don't think I'll ever see. I mean, no offense to Sheckler and his brand. I don't know if I'll ever see one of his boards in the wild here in San Jose. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
It seems like he's kind of marketing though towards the younger dudes, like the kids, and he's got the smalls they call them and stuff. Like, I mean, there's a niche for that. There's a need for that brand. It's like, somebody's gonna do it. Might as well be Sheckler instead of like Braille or Revive or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense. And then, but then again, some people will say even with King Skateboards, like, no more board companies. We have enough board companies. I'm like, whatever, if why not? With his Tyshawn's name and Knack, it'll be fine.
When people say that, I'm like, who are you to say that? Like, go do your own thing. Where's your brand?
Yeah, I'm gonna start No Mongo Skates. Damn it, who cares? I'll turn myself pro.
People are just so quick to have opinions.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that Gifted Hater, because I was like, I wanted to talk to you about him, like that Switch Ollie redo. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was cool, because I actually happened to just be watching that day when it went down. Like, it was kind of crazy that I saw it happen. It was cool.
Yeah, like I said, I've never seen, even in other sports, I've never seen anything get like, let me show you up like that happened.
Well, and also just the fact of having Instagram Live like that, to be able to just be in on the session in a way. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm sitting here watching you skate. It's kind of weird, but it's cool because, like, wow, I get to watch this actually go down right now.
Yeah. Did you watch shifting to the 9 Clipper, did you watch Rob Dyrdek's episode?
Oh, that was a good one.
It was.
I listened. I didn't watch it. I listened to it, but yeah, totally.
Yeah, I listened to most of it. I kind of listened to it on the way to work and back, and then when I'm at home, I watched the video. But I thought it was good.
I'm a big fan of his, but his new way of life of just like over maximizing and optimizing, just a little too over the top for me.
It's like, in hindsight, you kind of saw it coming, like on
that's his personality. That's his personality for sure. No. I know it's intense, man. It's just too intense.
It is. Yeah. It's like, have a drink every time you're here, optimize or like, and you're like, you'll be drunk,
No doubt. But it was good, man.
Now I think about it was, those stories good, and I think he had some really good nuggets of wisdom. I think it was the last 20 minutes or something. I can't remember exactly, but I was like, damn, that's good. Like, he's some just good. It wasn't even skateboarding. It was just good human advice. And I'm like, okay, he gets it,
Oh yeah. No, he seems like a really good dude. I didn't realize he was so involved with ETN.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh?
He's just got it. He's got his hands in all these little businesses that make the one thing happen. Like, he creates businesses to create the economy around a product. Like, he's got a really good knack in doing that kind of stuff. And so I've heard a lot of that kind of stuff before, but it was cool to hear the stories directly from him. And it was funny when he's just like, 9 Club guys, come on, I'm kind of responsible.
Oh, dude, that was so funny.
Yeah, for the name of the show. That was funny.
or at one time, so I remember when I was like you or something. I remember it was like that. He would just take
Yeah,
little
yeah,
jabs at them, or he's
yeah.
like, you guys will make me feel like crap now. You just make me feel good, and I'm gonna feel like crap.
No doubt. He was a really good interview.
Yeah. And speaking of Nine Clubs, so I definitely wanted to ask you about this. Did you check out the Gary V one?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a fan of Gary Vee. It was funny because Aaron and I were talking about it. He hates Gary
I
Vee.
know. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, and I definitely enjoyed it. You know, he's another one that's just way too intense, and it's like you could get overloaded on Gary Vee quick. But
Yeah.
I liked his take on things, and I liked I liked the interview for sure. And
Yeah. No, I thought it was good too. It's it's typical. It was very Gary V. It was very on
mhm.
brand for his message. And
Yeah, if you did not know who he was or what he was about, I could see that episode really being a drag.
big time, big time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's all over. Most people know who he is, even if he wasn't on the show. So I mean, I thought it was good for just the Nine Club, right? Imagine the Nine Club
yeah.
had Gary V on. Are you kidding me?
No doubt, no doubt. There's symbiosis going there. Like they can help each other for sure. But I think more help on the Nine Club side than
Yeah, I mean,
anything.
shoot, I get an inbox that says, "Hey, Rick, Gary V wants to be on your show." I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm available right now." I
Yeah,
don't know what we're going
right.
to talk about, but
The thing
hell
is, you
yeah.
could probably hit him up and he'd probably be on your show. He's that
It-
kind of guy. He'd probably make it
exactly.
work.
I mean, basically, just all you have to do with him though is just sit back and just hit record and let him talk. Because that's all,
Yeah.
he'll just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. If you pay attention, he listens as well, and he gives some really solid advice. Like he
Yeah,
just cuts to the quick. Like he just like he'll figure you out right away, and just be like, no, 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 this is what you got to be doing. I think if you were to implement his advice, I think it would be a successful thing. Like
no,
I've never hit him up for advice, but I feel if I ever really needed to, he'd probably give me some good stuff. He'd sell me something good.
totally. I agree. Just little mindset things, like it
Hmm.
just, yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I consume his content probably not as much as I used to. I think he had a podcast, and then check out his stuff on on YouTube on
He
occasion.
does it all, man, and he's just kind
Yeah.
of like the forefront of most new technology. Could be because he's invested in most of them.
Yeah, yeah, I like the Deer Deck episode. I wanted to mention that
Hmm.
too, but I'm glad you checked out. But yeah, like I said, his brand is definitely he's evolving, right? I guess would be the right word. He's changing, and I like when they ask him, "Have you skated recently?" He's like, "Nope." It's been
Nope.
like months. I'm like, dude, not even like skate down your driveway, dude. I mean, so he's just busy optimizing other things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's got an interesting life, and the way that he like even his all the work that he does with the ridiculousness and all this and all that and all the work. He was just saying how that still only represents like 40% of his time.
I
Like,
know. Oh, that's right. When he did
the
the
way the way
percentages and
yeah,
all
the way he
that.
splits it all up with his family and this and the other, and I mean, he's got it dialed in.
Yeah. I mean, I might, depending on how much he charges for this app that he's talking about, I might check it
Mhm.
out, just at least give it a shot, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He just knows how to market and, get product out there. So he's got this one that he's using is just going to be, I could see it just being a success. Seems like it.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know what
good,
it's
man.
called. I don't think he said it. They didn't give it a name, did they?
I
He
don't,
just kept calling it the software. The software.
yeah, that's true. No, I don't recall.
Mm.
I probably would have, should have written it down, but
Yeah, I don't think he did. He's probably just keeping it on the down low until it's fully out.
yeah, I mean, I'll check it out, man. Who knows?
Yeah.
If it's not $50, or if it's a subscription, if it's a one-time fee, hey, Rob,
Hey.
you might have some business, might even plug it for you, right?
Hey, you gotta. I don't. Are you familiar with getting things done?
Getting things
That
done.
Yeah,
No.
that's my day job. I manage all the social media for David Allen, who wrote the book, Getting Things Done:
Dude, nice.
The Art of Stress-Free Productivity. Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned it. So I'm gonna have to check it out, and it's a nice little plug too. It's your gig, huh? It's your day job. That's good.
Yeah, I do all the social media, but it's the same kind of thing where it's like it's not full-blown Rob Dyrdek optimization, but it's all about like clearing your head and it's like making lists and just getting things done. It's all about
L-
getting things done. It's pretty cool.
Love it, dude. Is it an app or just like a
It's a
website?
it's what do you call it? It's none of those things. It's like a lifestyle. It's
Okay,
like
okay.
it's a way of life. Like it's interesting.
I am going
It's
to check it out.
yeah, right on.
Good on mentioning it, man.
Yeah, I didn't mean to really make a plug, but I mean
No,
it's a similar vibe of
no,
like
dude. Plug away.
productivity.
Actually, yeah, because we're kind of wrapping up. I mean, we've been what, but an hour now? I think we've been a good
Yeah,
hour.
Yeah, I don't know. What is? Oh yeah, for sure.
And you're
Just
about
over.
two hours ahead. So yeah, man, I don't want to keep you too much longer, man. I
All
wanted
good, man. All
to
good.
chat you up. So yeah, what else you got? I know with Skatosis, man, you guys got some good. You got, I mean, your shop sponsor too. You're trying to be humble, you know. I mean, what plug some stuff, man. I know you got Skatosis, like 20% off. Let's do it all on this show. Come on.
Yeah, right on. Well, yes, skatosis.com is where the podcast is at.
Yeah.
Old Dude Skate Co. is kind of like the brand that I started a while back that just kind of like encompasses a bunch of things. And it is a brand, you know, it's like, it has been merchandise right now. It's not, you know, but I post a lot of content at Old Dude Skate Co.
Yep.
But yeah, so along with the podcast, I've been able to get a promo code from Lil Jon's Rails. Skatosis is the promo code across the board, but 10% off with the code, dude. That's pretty sweet.
Nice.
The Chem skate tool I was talking about, that wheelbase
Yeah.
modification. It's he does fingerboards, but the code Skatosis only works for actual skateboard stuff because he sells boards, he sells wheels, he sells the mod tool, a few other things. But so yeah, 10% off on that as well. My buddy does wax, but I'm not sure if he's still active. He comes and goes, but man, if you can get an order in with him at Onward Skate Wax, 20% off with the code.
Yeah.
So it's like you get a couple bucks off your wax.
I took advantage of that offer, dude. I did.
Nice.
It was funny
Nice.
because I ordered and then I'm like, I forgot about it. I'm like, it was like 4 weeks later. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I'm just checking this order. He's like, oh, my bad. I'll get it out soon.
Yeah, he's got kids and life gets in the way, and it's
exactly.
not his
That's what I'm saying. I'm
so,
like, I was like, no worries, man.
Totally. But I love to, you know, I love to promote friends and I love to just kind of spread the love. And I love when they, you know, do the same for me. And so it's all good, man.
Yeah. Well, and lastly, too, what's the shop that you rep, dude?
Oh, geez, Surf and Bird Skate Shop. Yeah, for sure. They're not too close to me, but they're super, like the guy Freddie is just a really cool dude, and he just loves, you know, that I just keep producing all this content, and he just loves my vibe, and so we skate every now and then, and yeah, he just hit me up to be riding for the shop. So it's pretty kick-ass. I got a little shop discount and all, but you know, I get to rep a shop. That's pretty cool. I've never been able to do that before.
Well, no, dude. Like I said,
At 50, at 50 years old, I got rep by a shop.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's what I mean, man. That's why I told you earlier, man. You're an inspiration, man. At 50, you know, it's you well deserved. You put in the work,
Thanks, man.
and you
Thanks,
still
dude.
put in the work. So that's why I'm glad you're able to shed the light on them too, because you know they obviously recognize something in you and like, dude, this guy hustles, man. He
Yeah, for sure, man. And he's got some really cool stuff. And he's right next to the Appleton skate park, which is nice. So it's a cool vibe. It's like just over an hour away from me, so it's not super convenient. But man, whenever I want to get something at a shop, dude, I'll make that trek, and he'll save stuff for me, or sometimes he'll order stuff in for me. And so I love it. It's
nice, dude.
It's really cool.
And then lastly, if anyone wants to follow you, what's the best? Like Instagram, what's your handle?
Yeah, the best one for me is Old Dude Skate Co. That's where I post the most of skateboarding stuff. You know, I've got a personal one and I've got a Skatosis one and blah blah blah. But most of my stuff I'm putting up at Old Dude Skate Co.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys check out his show. Shout out to Aaron Monty. Yeah,
dude, he's got a part coming out this week.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. I think he's aiming for Friday.
That's cool.
Basically, I basically filmed the whole thing, but he kept saving the clips and he's editing it. So I haven't seen it at all. I don't know what he's putting together. I know that I've got a couple clips, but I'm anxious to see it. So it's
very cool. Do you even know, like, have a hint or an idea of his song choice? Like, he's giving?
No, he wouldn't tell me. Ooh. No, he's kept it all secret from me.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I just filmed it all. That's all.
Yeah, there you go. You did the hard work, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, we went out this past weekend and he got I think he's putting it in the end. He went for a specific trick and he ended up settling for another one, but it was fun. So that's why we were out skating the other day out in the streets. It was cold. Like it was one of the last days that we could get outside.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, Drew, this has been a blast, dude. I appreciate you coming on, and we'll make sure it's not 2 years before we get
right.
in, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Time flies. We'll be a little bit older, but we'll make it happen soon.
Well, yeah, Rick, thanks so much for having me on the show again. I really appreciate it, and love listening to your show. And just thanks for your inspiration. And just man, I just can't stop and won't stop.
Yeah, is that you got that Skatosis, my man?
Yes, sir.
All right, dude. Hey, have a good rest of your night and a good rest of your year if I don't chat with you, man.
All right, Rick. You take care.
All right, later.
Later.
See you.